Hello everyone and welcome to Star Trucker. Today I'm going to be starting a new game and we're going to be going into the hardcore settings. So I haven't played very far in the game, but it looked challenging on recommended. And I started a hardcore just to see if it even works since people were complaining about how hard recommended was. And it does seem like it works, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Alright, we do spawn here at the docking bay already. And first things first, we might need to get a little organized here. Put the power cells in this container. What else do we have here? Workwear carbons. These fit in here. Everything that fits in here is going to go in here. Everything that doesn't fit in here, we're going to have to sell. So we are going to turn off gravity as soon as we can. Because we're going to want the power cells from it. Anything fragile we got to put away. Really anything with a health bar has to get put away. The filter we can put in. I was doing some quick math and it looks like it doesn't really matter how many filters you use. It does prolong the time in between changing them, but it doesn't actually matter whether you daisy chain them or use them all at once. It's about 38 minutes, I believe, per filter. Close that. Pack these up. We can open them so we can still see them, and they'll wedge in there when we do turn off gravity. We're going to find a store so we can sell off all this other stuff. But first, let's see if there's a job in the area we can take. Let's see, 2014. And this one has the longest time. Yes, we should be able to get that one there early, which is nice. That one, we could probably still do that early too. But if they're going to the same place and this one pays a lot better. And they weigh the same. Wonder why that one pays so much better. And that's going to be what we do. I think we're mostly set up. We're going to have to find ourselves a shop around here. The cargo's right there. The cargo's very close. We might have to drag that over to a shop and then dock on the way. Let's turn off all these lights. We don't need any of this. Although, it might be a bit dark for the video. I don't even know entirely what my power usage would be. Alright, set these temperatures. With just the front lights on, because I usually don't really need to run them. Alright, well, let's unhitch. We'll go pick up our cargo. And then I think we have to go to Medusa 6, right? I guess it's behind us.
This is an automated warranty alert. Your mileage threshold has been reached and your warranty has now expired. You are no longer eligible for free recovery and repairs.
Alright, let's go get our cargo. Whoa! What the heck? I didn't know clicking down on the stick would be the emergency brake. Not what I meant to do. Or at least it stops without hitting it. That is definitely the important thing. Alright, so we can smoothly get up to this cargo. Should be right about there. Ah, that's like spot on. Alright, it says it's that way. Is there not a place to shop over here? Alright, I really want to sell off my goods before I go there. So I really don't want to have to run gravity this whole time. I'm gonna try to stick a little under the highway here. Yes, I know what turning off drive assist does. Thank you. Luckily, we have plenty of time. In case you're wondering, we do turn off drive assist because we want the fuel savings. You only use gas when you're giving it gas. Just don't give it gas. Seems easy enough. The only problem is it really doesn't turn very well, because you really have to drift it everywhere, which can be challenging, especially with a trailer. Alright, let's make sure there's no debris in front of us. Not exactly going the right way for our job, but I think we'll be okay. I really did think that station normally had a shop, but I guess not. Yeah, you could really see the difference between the lights on and off. 49% drain versus 58% drain. That is a huge difference. I still no debris in front of us. All right, good. Should be good to turn that back on. All right, hopefully nobody complains about the cargo being just abandoned there. Hopefully it tells us where that cargo is when we leave. All right, let's get all docked up here. The way I like to dock, which is like the pole up next to it. Probably going to be a little high. Yeah, we're very high. We'll just aim down a little bit. How does that look? Still a little high. I think we need to get under 7 degrees, I guess, to get our lock in here. There we go. That'll do it. All right, I haven't checked the prices for anything. Chemicals are high, which means the fuel would sell well. And what are these? These are down, so we'll hold on to these since they fit. But anything else is basically irrelevant because it won't fit anyway. And I think we'll even sell the fuel. Power cells are up 12%, but that's not the worst prices I've seen. And what's down? Food and drink. I do feel like food and drink is not usually worth taking, even if they have any. It's very big. And we could buy another case. That is probably something we want. And then I think we'll pick up a spare battery, just in case. It's not the cheapest, but it'll get us somewhere if we have to use it. Let's confirm that. Turn on all our lights since we're on external power now. All right, we got power cell there. Oh, not the oxygen generator. That's not the one I want. I want gravity compensator off. Yep, don't worry about the gravity. We'll just pop this in there. All right, pick up our other power cell here. Get it loaded in there. It's a little bit tricky. There we go. And then we have a UCC in here that we don't need to put in here anymore. All right, everything's stored up. Everything important is sold off. And we are good to pick up our cargo and head over. Everything back off. Undock. It is good that it does still show us our cargo. I haven't actually tried bringing it somewhere and undocking. Left and right in the middle of some debris, of course. And I like to line up the little cargo indicator right in the center of the circle. And there it is. And we should be good to back it right up to it. And contact. Let's just flip these over so we can get rid of the notifications. Perfect. Now, where do we have to go? It's back behind us. Just like we figured it would be. The best way over there. I guess the best thing to do would be to not hit any of this debris. And just loop back over. I see a highway that runs to right here. That's fine. This is definitely one of the areas where highways are nice because there's so much debris in the system. So let's get on this highway and try to get out of here. Drive assist back off, of course. I will say, if you want to drive on the highway, don't drive on the highway. Drive near the highway. Because the AI trucks do not care about you. They will drive right into you like you're not even there. Yeah, and that's why we don't just beeline to the gate in the system. Has a lot of debris over there. There's another thing about not using drive assist besides just saving fuel. You don't turn it off and you just hit the gas everywhere, you will overheat your engine so fast, you'll be blowing the vents constantly trying to keep yourself moving. And with drive assist, you can just coast. Alright, we can probably get ourselves mostly lined up here for one last good coast before we pull into the gate. Get our speed up. Hopefully there's no debris coming. Yeah, I think we're okay. Alright, let's turn drive assist back on. Start cutting over to the gate. And I gotta check third person real quick, because the AI trucks will just pop out of nowhere. Just like that guy. And then you will crash into them, or they'll crash into you, and it'll be all your fault. And it is not worth damaging the trailer, or the contents, or your truck. Alright, let's get ourselves lined up. Once it ticks down to the yards, it's usually a good time you can really start slowing down. Like right about here. Yeah. 3 pips. You ready for the jump? And let's go. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to go off to the left. And besides that, new airs equal new problems. You can see our heat is going to become an issue here. Let's see if we can get to Edgeburgh before our heat gets too hot without running too much fan speed, because that fan speed kills your power. Let's get some speed, see if we can make it over there fast. You can see our energy drain is at 74% now. Engines look good. Oh, great, debris. I'm going to do some dodging here. And turn it back off. And coast through to the debris, hopefully. Alright, we're right about where we need to be. Cut drive assist on. Start slowing down. See all these other trucks coming in. Hopefully there's no one coming in behind us or anything. No, I think we're good. Would be nice if we had like some radar here. You can see our heat slowly creeping up. It's about to be 100 degrees in here. See if we can get out of here fast. Not entirely sure when the habitable range ends. Alright, let's go. And we got up to 106. I'll turn the blower off, see how long we can go without it before we turn it back on. We're at 100 degrees, so we might have some time. You can see even with the heater set, the power's still going to be using a little bit, even without the fan. Heater still runs. You got to keep it moving. Alright, Edgeburgh is definitely one of the more complex cities here. A lot of stuff you got to deal with in the way. But we'll make these turns, see if we can get to the drop zone. Haven't damaged anything yet. And the cores are all looking good. Except for oxygen, man. That oxygen drain rate is so fast. I am curious what our energy price is here. I didn't check the map and see. Hopefully there's something either good to buy or energy's cheap. Alright, looks like the drop zone should be right around this corner. Now, you can back into this spot, but you also don't have to. You can squeeze out through the front. Although, I might try backing in just for a little bit of fun. Well, I definitely wouldn't do it in first-person view, because those mirrors do not really help you looking up and down. Yeah, so we'll switch to third person. And we'll see if we can try to back this in here. Alright, slow and steady. Oh. Don't jackknife. Nope, wrong direction. That way. Everything's just so backwards. Good enough? If they'll take it. Alright, so we went 16 miles. We used 189 fuel, which is not bad. Got the base contract, careful driving, and the early delivery, which is definitely the nice part about taking contracts that have plenty of time left on them, because you basically always get an early delivery. Alright, and that brings us to rank 2. What you're going to spend a skill point on. I think fragile loads first, just so we don't have to rush. Though I do think some of the stuff is broken. Like, I'm not entirely sure if you get 10% cash for delivering fragile loads. Alright, but we're going to spend a skill point on like fragile loads. And then I think after that, we'll get just-in-time jobs and then go for EVA training, because that minus 30% power drain and 50% air consumption will be nice. You fly through power and O2 in hardcore. And we'll also need more cargo clearance, of course.
Hey, Lucky Jay. Nice job getting your fragile loads permit. Now that you're cleared to haul breakables, I got a job I think you can handle. Swing by New Liberty Terminal over in Atlas Prime if you're interested.
Alright, got a new mission now to meet Red Eddie. Oh, where are you going, truck? Coming this way? There you are. Alright. Let's let you pass. And then we'll move. Want to go over to the silverware yard. Oh, you all backed up here? What the heck? Bit of a traffic jam? You guys figured it out? What are you two doing? Alright, the one turned that way. We're gonna see if we can get around this triple. And see if we can get to that station. I don't really worry too much about turning drive assist off when I'm just in the cab. Well, salvage. Salvage is always worth it. That is a good find. Especially this early. Salvage is like make or break. Alright, that should be perfect right there. Now what are we gonna need? We're probably gonna need those lights, need our suit. Is our heater keeping up at this temperature? Looks like it might be. We'll be in the suit anyway. Now we had a box. We may want to take this extra box with us to load this up. You don't have a lot of time to pick stuff up with a suit. Let's get these doors closed. And depressurize. Don't mind me, people. I see a power cell. Some cables. It's a medium power cell. It's not bad. And what is this? Explosives. I will say, usually, if there is a salvage, there seems to be something that's illegal. What do we got here? Narcotics too? Jeez. It's full of stuff. Alright, O2's still looking good. Well, stuck on something. And then these cables we're going to have to make another trip for. They're going to get damaged, I think. So we may be able to fit one in a box. We organize our stuff a little bit better. Pressure equal. Perfect. Pack that up so that can charge up a bit. While we try to figure out what we're doing with this stuff down here. I think those cables take up 4 slots. That would give us 2. Yeah, so we wouldn't have any slots for those cables regardless. We're still going to come out and try to grab them. %, oxygen. I think we should be okay to do it. Yeah, we should be plenty. Pressurizing, equalized. And you can see my oxygen is dropping super fast. We really only just had enough to get everything. And pressure's equalized. Alright, alarm. Relax. Let's take that off. Where's my other spool here? Alright, let's leave you in there so you're not flying around. Alright, that was a good find. That should make us a good amount of cash. Can't say I'm ever that lucky. Of course, still looking okay. Temperature's definitely going down a little bit. So we can get back over to the shipyard. And get around this debris. Nope. We missed it. We hit it. Of course we did. And it's not even that way that I need to go. I need to go this way. Luckily we didn't spring a leak. So it's not too bad. Nobody's coming, are they? I think we've got that guy beat. Alright, so let's swing by the shop. Try to sell all of that stuff we just picked up. I don't know if they'll buy everything here, since some of it is illegal in some systems. But hopefully they take some of it. And we'll have to check to see what's on the way back. And we'll see if there's a job to Medusa Six. As we swing around. Where's that guy going? It's just going right there? Alright. Gotta be a little paranoid when dealing with the other trucks out here. Get ourselves mostly lined up. Alright, swing the tail around. And it looks like we're a little probably low. Go back up. Up. How's that do? That's good. Nice and steady. Alright, so we're going to sell these things. Yeah, you can already see they're taking damage from being back there. And you will buy that, and you will buy this too. Alright, so we're going to dump that stuff. Because that is risky to run around with. Man, these are super expensive. The fuel is cheap here. Yeah, energy's really bad here. What about these? These are neutral. And they were free. I guess I'll just hang on to them. We don't really need to sell them yet. But I may try to buy fuel, because that's a decent price. I mean, we did make some money selling it before. The only issue with buying fuel is that the weight is very high. So propane is really the only other option. Man, I really don't want to buy that energy cell. Not here, at least. You can really only fit one. That'll give me an additional 100 pounds. I don't have the space to store more of that. Yeah, so we'll just take the one fuel in case we get pulled over. Or stopped at a weight check. Alright, that fuel should be the only thing in there. That should be fine to stay in the airlock for now. Got our temperature back up to a reasonable setting. Maybe we'll crank it up a little bit. Just so we don't have to worry about it. For a little bit longer, at least. Unhitch. Try to rotate ourselves down and get to the job board. Bit difficult to see this one. These two are so close. Alright, hopefully that does it. I think we're just a little low again. There we go, just pull right in here. Alright, so there's nothing here. And that's an Atlas Prime. I guess we'll head to Medusa 6. That's unfortunate. I hate traveling for free. Oh well. What you gotta do is what you gotta do. Let's hit the road. Don't hit me, truck, please. Yeah, I can do that too. So we're heading to Medusa 6. Empty, which is annoying, but what are you going to do? Set our heater to cold because we know we're going to heat up pretty quick over there. Alright, he's gone. Get ourselves in position. Now let's go before someone hits us. Alright, let's swing by the business hub, see what prices are here. Because I haven't even checked the map yet for any of this stuff. Probably should have. But I was coming here anyway. And there's fuel, so we should check fuel prices too once we get docked. We have a decent amount of cash already since we got that beginning influx of selling all that junk. Since those power cells, to maintain it is not going to be worth the extra money we would have made from just having it and trying to find a more optimal place to sell it. Alright, let's get over to this station. Gotta find a route with no debris. Since you really think they would clear some of this stuff out from around here, but I guess not. And we're already at 100 degrees. I think let's swing by the supplies place first. They might have like an air filter. We could always use another air filter. Let's turn that on before this place gets too hot. $110 while we back this in. Hopefully we're good. I don't have to do this second time. Yeah, we're looking like we're lined up beautifully. Alright, what are prices here? Oh, so we could already sell that fuel for some profit. And the air filter's down. That's actually a really good price for an air filter. Is that general goods? Yeah, textiles are down here. And even electronics are down. And power cells are down. So this is a beautiful place to stock up on power cells. Might as well grab another UCC. Sell that fuel for some profit. Food is way up. Craft supplies. I think those take up too much space. But a data tape is pretty small, but that's not a great profit margin. Because even selling it at 100% would only be 150, so a good bonus would maybe be 300 out of it. Oh, and these are way down here, yeah. All right, let's make that trade. It's gonna cost us $6 grand, but we're getting an air filter. And this is probably gonna get sold. Hopefully we can sell it at a profit for a good $400 or so. And this we're just definitely gonna need. Alright, now that everything's floating around in our airlock, we have to turn all this stuff back on. Oxygen's getting a little low. Alright, so what do we got here? Got an extra UCC. This may have to go in our second container. Or we can put this stuff in here. This is more stuff that we intend to sell. It's the higher power cells, and the higher power cells are less valuable per power unit. So they're not the greatest thing to really hold on to. Like that one's 100, this is a 150. We'll slide that one over there. There we go. 100, 100. We can load up that, Didn't I buy a filter? Is that what I just put? What? Where's my filter? Did it float out? That doesn't usually float out. Oh, it's up top. Okay. Get me for a second there. Yeah, usually when you're stopped, stuff just kind of chills around in the area. We'll park that in there. So these filters do work until they get to about 75 health left, and then the efficiency drops to 50%. So we're still doing okay. We are definitely going to want to check the store, because if they have good power cells, we should pick those up too. And we're going to stop and think about changing out our oxygen one pretty soon. The suit's fully charged, so that's good. And I don't know if we're going to find a nice one jump to Atlas Prime from here. Be optimistic, though. Atlas Prime is a pretty popular hotspot. Yeah, we're a little past it. We'll just go to whatever side is too high. And that should line us up good enough. Yeah, it's perfect. Back it in, back it in. Oh, they have another air filter here too. That might be worth picking up. And general goods are down. It's too bad some of the stuff is too big since we're not using any gravity. Man, that'd be a great one to sell. And we can't afford everything. And all we have is decent stuff already. What is the pricing at Atlas Prime? Chemicals are up very high. And gas is pretty cheap. Oh, gas is cheapest here. Maybe we'll top off gas here before we go over there too. Yeah, Atlas Prime. Doesn't say anything about energy though. I hate when it just doesn't list the one thing that it is you're looking at. Well, I do feel like energy is always pretty high there. I do think it was high a second ago. All right, let's turn back these lights. Go back in the shop. I mean, we're definitely going to take that power cell. We really should probably take this filter. We're not going to get a better price than that no matter what. And then that, we can afford one more of the ones like this, and we could try to sell it. Even if we sell it for even, that'll be $200. And that would put us over. It's a really good price for a crate. Maybe we'll buy that crate. I guess crates count as general goods. That's a crazy good price for crates. Alright, now we are back to being poor. Come back here. Alright, now if we could just get this in the box. Alright, this one we went down here. That will hopefully be one we can sell, and not one we're forced to use. And that's one we can use when we have to. I think we'll have enough oxygen to do one more job, although it's pretty tight. It might be worth swapping it out after we get to the job board. It's right next to us. Nope. Course systems still look good as we get out of the sea for no reason. Alright, please tell me that we have a one-hop Tatless Prime. Since that's where the game wants us to go anyway, that'd be perfect. Line it up, back it in. Oh, we got that one lined up pretty good. Didn't really have to make any adjustments. And a one-hop Tatless Prime. That is perfect. Fires in 3 hours. Should take us an hour and 45 to get there. And it's due for, so we can get that one there. There's plenty of time. It's not the most profitable run, but I mean, we're jumping that way anyway. We might as well bring something with us. All right, but I think that'll be it for this one. This has been about an hour of game time. So if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And I'll see everyone next time.